It's time. It is time to brew your best beer.
The 2016 SJPorr Challenge is dedicated to your friend and ours, Paul Wickstein. Brought to you by Brewcraft USA, I Make, Gladfield Malting, Yakima Valley Hops, The Grain Bill, Brewers Exchange, Keg Kingdom Homebrew Supply, Hiraki Homebrew, and a special thanks to our silver sponsors.
Main Brew Guy with another U.S. semifinals SJPorr Challenge 2016. Today I have the Bitch Session Pale, American Pale Ale. When you know it's gonna be a long one. All right, so the registration number is 96 Golf 79 Papa 44 Charlie. I'll put that at the bottom of the video, like all the others. Okay, let's go in. Small, decent hiss. Appropriately hissing. Looks like it's going to be very clear. Looks like it was also filled with a bottle gun. It was very close to the neck. It's got a nice copper amber color. Very clear. There is some sediment on the bottom though. Probably just settled out over time, some hop sediment and whatnot, so I'll leave that behind. And it is fairly clear. Just a ever so slight bit of haze, which you can almost see under that cap. And looks like an IPA. It has that IPA look in the head and in the color. All right, let's get an aroma. Doesn't smell like it's over the top, but oh yeah, that's good. I get tropical fruits. I also get some citrus, typical stuff. Getting a hint of the yeast. Ever so slight. Whatever one you chose is giving it just a slight bit of character, which is very cool. Okay, that's pretty much it. Tropical fruits. I'm not getting much of the malt backbone. Not to be expected, I suppose. Maybe a slight bit of caramel, but mostly the big aromas, which surprisingly haven't faded over time. Let's put that in the shot. But this has a lot of, looks like it'll have maybe a lot of late additions in this pale ale, just for the aroma, which gives it a nice IPA kind of quality to it. So I'm assuming that this is going to have very little bitterness on the back, and it's going to be all hop forward. So let's go in for that now. Yeah, I'm getting pineapple. Yep. I'm actually getting pineapple on the palate, which is interesting. It kind of follows through, and that typically doesn't happen. Right on the cusp of IPA. It's not too bitter. It's a nice little label. Yeah, you're on the cusp of being an IPA. It's got enough bitterness on the back where you could go. You could almost say it's a hoppy pale ale, or sessionable IPA, perhaps. So I'm not getting any crazy off flavors, any wild aromas that aren't appropriate. The mouthfeel is light to medium. The head, yeah, I'm not putting much weight on head on any of these beers, to be honest with you, just because unless you're brewing a stout, something with a lot of oats in it. The only one that had a significant head so far, or was well, let's see, in the semifinals it was the red session. But that was, that had a lot of carbonation on it, so that's part of the reason why the head was snaking around. The other reason was I think he used oats in there, which was maybe even, I don't know. I don't want to dig into that one too much because I don't have the info in front of me. But my point to all that is that I'm not expecting a lot of these beers to have a lot of head or lacing. I can spin up a head pretty good. The lacing, it's there. It hangs around. It's got good legs. Surprisingly enough for the ABV, which I don't know if it says it here. Oh yeah, right at 4.5. Oof. Well, there you go. Well, there you go. Yeah. Could drink these all day long. It's very tasty. I get orange on the palate. I get tropical fruits on the palate. Follows the nose. Goes in from the first sip all the way to the end, as advertised. Very drinkable, very well made, very well crafted. I would love to have the recipe when this is all over. In fact, we should compile all these recipes somewhere for everyone that was in the challenge. Because I know there's some people in some of the hubs that thought a beer should have made it all the way through, and they absolutely loved it, and it didn't make it through. So, you might want that recipe. Yeah, I've got nothing. It's just an all-around good drinking beer, well crafted, no off flavors, no wild, no water profile issues that I could pick up. It's kind of hard on hoppy beers anyway, but if there's any flaws, they get kind of buried. Any fine flaws, any detail flaws get buried in the hop profile. So yeah, nothing glaring. In fact, I'm not even getting that. Man, I am. It's still getting a little bit of that bready yeast, which is not a dig. It's just a descriptor. But it's ever so faint, so it helps carry the aroma. Yeah, I'm going to finish drinking this. I'm not even going to go off camera to grade it. I'm going to grade it and enjoy it. Sorry, I'm super tired today. Anyway, the beer is, for all intents and purposes, it's just very, very good all the way across the board. Some people have reviewed some beers, they're like, wow, this is in the top 3 in my head, or this beer is like right up my alley. This beer is up my alley. It's one of those beers that I would brew and try to keep on a regular basis. The wow factor, I'm not getting a real wow factor on the beer like on some of the ones that I've reviewed. But you can't fault the beer. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just perfect all the way through. Yeah, I got nothing on that. Well done. Well done. Yeah, as advertised. I don't know. I could have a bitch session all day long as I had a keg of that right next to me. Yeah, I'm going to want this recipe when this is all said and done. Oh man, it's coming to an end. I've got a few left. I don't think I'm going to make it to the next round. but we'll see. Anyway, that'd be a shame because I'm having a blast. I'm having a blast drinking all these beers from everyone, and it'll be nice to know who made the beers in the end, so I know who to hit up for a recipe. Anyway, cheers, and cheers to the brewer, sir or ma'am. Nice job. Good luck to you, and I'm going to enjoy this and watch the Pittsburgh Steelers kick Indy's ass. Out.